Standard 7th Subject Social Science, Chapter number 3, Court and their Importance. We all know that there are three important organs of the government: legislative, judiciary, and executive. Legislative makes the law, and executive executes that law. But if anyone offends that law or breaks that law, then judiciary will give the judgment for its opposition or offenders. These judgments are given by the courts. Therefore, court is the most important organ of the government. Let's see the importance of court with the help of this story. There was once a king who lived in a grand palace. There was a river at a distance where the village washerman would wash clothes daily. One day the washerman and his wife were washing clothes till late. It grew dark while they were returning home. Suddenly a bullet came from the direction of the palace, which hit the washerman and killing him on the spot. Next day the washerman's wife went to the court to seek justice. The king listened to her carefully. She said, "The bullet came from the direction of the palace only." The king thought over the matter for a while and asked her to come the next day. When the king investigated the matter, he found out that it was the queen who had fired the shot. She was fond of hunting, but had no intention of killing the washerman. She unintentionally killed the washerman as she was going to hunt an animal. The people of the village, including the washerwoman, went to the court. She asked the king to give her justice. He assured her, saying, "I will ensure that you will get justice." And everybody was listening to this carefully. What was the verdict of the king? As we all know, that court only gives the justice. Therefore, king has given the verdict in the favor of washerwoman as well as to give justice. As queen unintentionally killed the washerman, he also has shown some punishment for her. So here we can see that in the eyes of justice, everyone is equal and can seek justice from the court. These goddess of justice are seen in every court. It has a special meaning. We can observe this picture and write the answers of this question. What do you see in this picture? We can see the goddess of justice holding a scale and sword in her hands. What is the special about this ideal? This ideal is blindfolded. What does it symbolize? It symbolizes justice to each and every human being. In this way, we can write the answers of this question by observing the ideal. Why is the scale kept in the hand? The scale kept in the hand that it sees everyone equal. What does the sword symbolizes in the hands of the idol? The sword symbolizes the offender to get the punishment. What is the idol known as? The idol is known as goddess of justice. Why is the scale in hand of ideal balanced? The scale shows the two parties, and it means that goddess of justice treats equally to both the parties. Therefore, the scale is balanced. Offender as well as the justice seeker both can present their thoughts in the court. Why is the goddess of justice blindfolded? Because she sees everyone equally. Next, the importance of the court in our country. Our country is a democratic country. The judiciary of our country is independent and unbiased. Independent and unbiased means they never lack permission of anyone and they never do partiality with anyone. Those who do not abide by the laws are considered as criminals and they will get punishment. Such criminals deprive people of their right. Our country has the benefit of judiciary at all levels. There are many levels of courts in our country. There are three levels of court: taluka, district, and state level. These courts are known as taluka court, district court, and high court. Judgments are passed on civil and criminal cases. There are two types of cases: civil and criminal, and it is judged by differently. For the judiciary to function quickly and inexpensively, Lok Adalat have been put into practice. Here Taluka court works at Taluka level. Above there is district court which works in district level and high court which works for the whole state. In this way, three courts are working in one state. The courts at lower level is Taluka court. Such courts are called trial courts. We can say trial courts to the Taluka court. District courts are the above Taluka court. The head of district court is the high court. There is one high court in each state and one district court in every district of the state. Let's see one example of the case. There was once a landlord in a small town whom everyone was afraid of. He owns a majority of land area in the town. There was an old lady, Hansaben, whose farm was near his land. The landlord gradually started capturing the land. Slowly and steadily, the landlord encroached upon half of the Hansaben's territory. That means he captured Hansaben's land illegally and did not give her land or money in return. Thus, in order to get back her land, Hansaben filed a case in Taluka court. Both the landlord as well as Hansaben presented their arguments in the court. The judge heard their arguments and gave the verdict in favor of Hansaben. This is the case held in trial court or Taluka court, where both the parties can get equal rights to present their arguments. Following are the facts of the court. Only civil cases are heard in Taluka court. Criminal cases like theft, murder, or any other case are not heard in Taluka court. House, land, and property cases are called civil cases. Cases related to house, land, or property are considered as civil cases. If they do not get justice in Taluka court, they can appeal to district court. In this way, court works for the justice of the people. First case are heard in Taluka court. If they are not getting justice, they can go to district court, and if they are not satisfied with the judgment of district court, they can go to high court. In next part, we will learn about the high court and some other cases which are presented in the court. Till then, you have to write the questions related to trial court and district court in your workbook. Thank you.